got caught. And I hope it's a warning to other people who are inclined to engage in similar behavior to think twice and not do it.
Well, that's how they do it. All right, folks. One of the white domestic terrorists has been replaced in Statuary Hall in the U.S. Capitol. Today, the statue of Mary McLeod Bethune was unveiled. Of course, Florida, every state sends at least two. They get to pick two statues, represent them. Well, folks chose to get rid of the statue. Confederate General Edmund Kirby Smith represent Florida, and Mary McLeod Bethune, who founded Bethune-Cookman University, the only HBCU established by a black woman, of course, that was what replaced her. She, of course, also helped establish the United Negro College Fund and the National Council of Negro Women, involved working with them. She also served as a presidential advisor for Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Florida State Representative Frederica Wilson was among those who spoke at today's unveiling.
Countless slaves tunneled to freedom because one woman led the way. The civil rights movement began because one woman refused to move. We got a seat at the table because one woman brought a folding chair. Poor children in Florida were educated because one woman would not give up. Harriet Tubman, one woman. Rosa Parks, one woman. Shirley Chisholm, one woman. Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune, one woman. Each launched a movement. Each forever changed the way we see our world. So today, we are rewriting the history we want to share with our future generations. We are replacing a remnant of hatred and division with a symbol of hope and inspiration, one woman. Because today, we place Mary McLeod Bethune in Statuary Hall in her rightful place among our nation's giants of history. I cannot think of anyone more befitting to occupy this space of grandeur.
Here's another AP story.
And she will be the first African-American to have a state commissioned statue in that hall. This is a huge deal for Florida. And we haven't heard a lot about it on the national scene, unfortunately. But I'm hoping that after this happens today, that more people will become aware of her story. More people will be interested in her work, not just what she did in Florida, what she did in DC, what she did for the world. I mean, Mrs. Bethune's name deserves to be up there with Dr. Martin Luther King. I mean, she was the Oprah of her time. She was the VP Kamala Harris of her time. Like, that is how important she was and the work that she did, you know, in the 20th century. I hope that this statue is not just a one-day occurrence, but that this statue brings more reverence and more understanding of the story of Mrs. Mary McLeod Bethune.
Tanya, there are a lot of people, and I see these crazy folks who tweet, oh, we ain't asked for no statue. We want other stuff. But here's what people don't understand. U.S. Statuary Hall, that means when people go visit the Capitol, if you're from Florida, you're going to see who are your Florida statues. And for all of these years, it was a white domestic terrorist, a Confederate general that represented Florida in Statuary Hall. Now, one of their two statues is going to be Mary McLeod Bethune. That
Absolutely.
is important.
That's incredibly important. This is American history. It's not just important for Black people. It's important for all Americans to know that this woman, against all odds, was able to educate hundreds and thousands of children who went on to create things that contributed to American society. And she's another, hidden figure. They still exist, these Black women who made all of these contributions who are never recognized. And so this is a victory for Americans. American history has far too long been white male. And so it's time for other people who have done amazing, important things to be recognized in public spaces. And I love the Black roses. I've seen the Black roses in Europe. That's what she called her students. I think it is absolutely beautiful that they placed one in her hand in that statue.
Monique?
Yes, I'd be remiss, and my mother would really get me if I didn't point out the fact that she was a distinguished member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and I know that people will be coming all in red for Delta Day on the Hill, and they will have something new and beautiful to see. And symbols matter, representation matters, and people who don't understand it, I think oftentimes believe that we can be pacified, that those who are fighting for change, for justice, for freedom will take a statue or take a holiday like Juneteenth, for instance, and then, oh, okay, we don't want Voting Rights Act anymore. No, it doesn't work like that. We get all of what we deserve, and we fight on all the different levels, walk and chew gum. So this is a very important thing, and I'm very excited to see that it's happening, and the fight continues.
Robert?
A couple thousand years from now, long after America is gone, the society has collapsed, much like the Bronze Age collapsed, there are going to be people who are digging through the rubble of what Washington, D.C. used to be. And they're going to find this grandiose building, then assume it was some kind of religious temple or maybe a governmental building. And inside, they're going to want to know, well, who were the people that this society appreciated? Who were the people that they looked at as leaders? And at some point, it's going to be the year 4000, someone's going to look inside and see a Black woman, Mary McLeod Bethune, among the marble statues that represent what this society meant. And for all of eternity, all of history, the same way that we look back at statues from ancient Rome and ancient Greece, the same way we look at the words of Plato and Plutarch and Homer and so on down the lines, a Black woman will be part of that essential portion of history, that America, to the progeny that we lay forth, will no longer simply be a nation of white men, of slave owners, of Confederates, but now our history is starting to reflect exactly what built this nation. So no, we're not giving up our fight for voting rights, giving up our fight for criminal justice reform, but it is important to sit down and write into the history of this nation the crucial role that Black women played.
And again, I am in full support of every single one of these Confederate monuments and statues, memorials coming down with the quickness. And so glad to see that Mary McLeod Bethune is there in Statuary Hall. All right, folks, time for In Memoriam. Folks, it was 1 week ago when I was driving in Birmingham. Henry and I were in the SUV trying to deal with the wreck that our driver, Deshaun Smith, was in, where our Sprinter was total. And I got a text from John Murray asking me if I heard what happened to Tanita Myers. I told him I didn't. I immediately called him, and he said that it was at Essence Fest where she collapsed and was found unresponsive, was rushed to the hospital, but was brain dead. It has been very difficult for the past week. She had been on life support. We were hoping and praying for the best, but unfortunately 2 days ago, her family took her off life support at 2:26 p.m. Arizona time, which was the exact time she was born 49 years ago. Well, at 4:44 a.m. this morning, New Orleans time, Tanita passed away. Tanita Myers is someone many of you probably have never known, have never seen, because she worked behind the scenes in radio. She was the vice president, head of news operations at the Black Information Network via iHeartRadio. Don't play the video just yet. She and I worked together at the Tom Joyner morning show. She was with Reach Media, and she was our liaison with TV1's News One Now. I last saw Tanita literally Friday at Essence Fest. We were at the McDonald's brunch. She was her usual loud self. She had this unbelievable laugh, and she always enjoyed life. And so I saw her and we hugged. And what his was crazy. I don't even think I have a picture with Tanita because, again, she didn't like taking pictures. I had to actually send an email out, text to get from her family, send us the photos. She just rarely took photos. She was a truly behind-the-scenes person. On Friday, again, so we saw her Friday. Saturday, the next day, July 2nd, was her 49th birthday. She was just fine. She was with friends, and that night she was supposed to go to a birthday dinner. She never made it. Her friends called her room. There was no answer, and then they called her cell phone, and that's when the EMTs answered and said that she was being rushed to the hospital and been found unresponsive. Today I talked to Willie Moore Jr., who is a syndicated radio show host with Reach Media. He had actually talked to her Saturday night around 7:30. And so it was Tanita who called the front desk, said she was not feeling well, and that's when they dispatched the ambulance. And we don't know exactly what happened, what was the cause, but for the most part, from that night on until today, she had been brain dead. She was an extraordinary radio professional, someone who was filled with spirit. She actually called herself the whitest black girl you know. We used to always joke because, of course, I'm always talking about black history and stuff like that, and Tanita would be like, Roland, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, because I was raised in Arizona, and so I used to mess with her all the time. But she was absolutely full of energy. She was the one who I would send my commentaries to every single day. The Black Information Network, I would get a text message from her saying, hey, did I miss your commentaries whenever I was late? And so then I would fire them off. She was a huge supporter of mine. When they launched Black Information Network, Tanita, actually even before that, she was working for a syndicated radio show and she wanted me to do some stuff with them. And then they launched Ben. She told them, we can't launch a black radio network and not have Roland Martin. We worked together closely at Reach Media. We worked together closely with the Black Information Network. And so many people have just been shocked and stunned, losing her at the age of 49. She leaves a 20-year-old son, her mother and her sisters. It has just devastated all the folks with the Black Information Network. Jada Davis, we all worked together at Reach Media. Jada sent me this video. If you want to understand how Tanita was, this is a video in the studios of the Tom Joyner Morning Show as Jada is recording Tanita just feeling this song.
No, get the singing going. Tanita.
To anything I can to feel the touch from your hand. Sorry that I wronged you, baby. What I do, though you're everything I do. Do what you want me to.
I think I could never play Robin Thicke's song because Tanita would always say, ooh, that's my husband in my mind. Tanita was absolutely hilarious, absolutely outlandish, and was loads of fun. And I can tell you, it was difficult when you get the word, and literally it was someone you had hugged just the day before who passes away. And so certainly condolences to her family. And the thing that I say, all the time, Robert, Monique, and Tanya, I remember there were people who were tweeting and they were saying, oh man, Roland is really into this concert. He's living his best life. And I say to people all the time, my hashtag is live life, love it. The reality is circumstances can change extraordinarily fast. Look, no one is promised no day, no hour, no minute, no second. And so we must take best advantage of it. And so Tanita was one of the folks who did that. And so, I remind people all the time, don't put off tomorrow what you literally could do today, whether it's to call someone, to hug someone, just to say hi, just to say I'm checking on you, because you may never get that chance.
May she rest in peace.
So we have not gotten any of the funeral details, and we certainly will pass that on. But again, so many saddened hearts with Reach Media as well as iHeartRadio's Black Information Network for my good friend Tanita Myers, 49 years old, who is now an ancestor.
Hold fast to dreams. For if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams. For when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow.
Lots of oranges, half the sugar, 1,000% delicious. That's simple math. Say yes to simple. Made the simple way. With real lemon juice, 75% less sugar, and Say yes to simple.
I am Bruce Smith, executive producer and creator of The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, and you are watching the Black Star Network.
All right, folks, while we were in Essence, New Orleans this year for the 2022 Essence Festival, we caught up with a lot of great folks, including 3 of the cast members of the animated show, The Proud Family. Now, y'all know if these 3 are involved, hilarity will ensue. Check it out.
Let's get right to it. First of all, how different is doing an animated show versus live action? Can you just go be extra, which is actually just sedate Tommy. So
keep up with it.
Go.
Well, you know something? For me, it's almost the same, except that I see some other little character with my voice coming out of it. But for me, if a piece is written well, a script is written well, then I can make it happen. I just switch gears and just become whoever it is I'm supposed to become.
Now, did you change your voice or what?
I altered it just a little bit because initially when I got hired for it by Eileen McKnight 20-some-odd years ago, wow, they wanted to be 80-something years old. Of course,
20-something years ago for this show?
Yes.
What the hell took so long?
It's a reboot. We're a reboot, baby.
Yeah, big
so
boot,
she wanted to be 80, so I had to exaggerate her a little bit and give her a little bit more age, because everybody knows that I can, distinguish back and forth between ages. Yeah.
Oh, me,
Paula?
I love live action, and I'm waiting for the day that we do Proud Family live action, because we fit right into our characters. You know, it would be so much fun for us to do, like, I've seen it in Garfield, where you jump straight from, you know, the animation into the real life people. We can leave some of our characters that don't match up behind. We can make an excuse why Cedric is has gained a little bit of weight. Just give us a live action special. Where, you know, so...
I'll do a silver gray.
So that's to answer your question. Although I love going to work and not having to do the hair and makeup, live action is fun.
Now, are y'all recording in the same space at the same time?
We used to.
We used to, but the pandemic came along.
Right.
So we were doing it from home, and then once it lightened up, we said, well, why do we have to get in traffic? You know, we just might as well go ahead and do it.
Right.
And
but it's a different energy though when you're in the same room. I mean, I can tell you, doing a television show, having a panel is different than if they're on Skype or Zoom or on FaceTime.
Well, you know what? In reality and all, I think we only were together maybe 3 or 4 times. I think the magic for me and all, I think I did 3 shows with Tommy, maybe 2.
And I got to do
with Paul and Pappy. I don't think I ever did one with him. Right. I know the character so well. I know their energy so well. I hear their voices very well. I know exactly what they're going to say and how they're going to say it. So I didn't need to, when we got dropped back, I didn't need to have them physically there. I already had them spiritually there.
So what you're really saying is you don't like being around people.
No, I love it. No, but it's just I'm so cued into them.
Right.
I hear Tommy's voice before I say a line. I hear Paula's. I know the script that well, and I know them, and so it's easy for me to just transfer.
I love it. I love not being on camera, because I could just go. I ain't got to worry about no camera angles.
Right. Right.
You know, and see, if I cry, I'm a little vain. You know, if I'm crying in a movie or something, you know, I'd be like, you know.
Right.
You know, if I'm crying behind the microphone curtain, I'm
Tommy we love. In living color, you know?
You know, it's a whole...
Yes.
But in order to get all that out, you know, you can't be looking good at the same time. So. Yeah, it just don't work together.
But also, I mean, again, people don't understand. I mean, the mediums are different. Look, doing television different from doing radio. It's just a whole different dynamic in terms of how you have to paint the picture for the audience. And so same thing with, granted, you have the animation piece. So when you're behind that microphone, are you also seeing the show visually as you are doing your thing?
I feel restricted. I'm just the opposite. I'm a high energy person. I'm kind of hyper, and I feel like I can do my character. I can do my character even better if I was actually physically in my scene. You know?
do that.
So I know when Ralph and Bruce are there, and Calvin or whoever's there, the writers are there, and we're going through the script, I'm always doing something that Sugar Mama would do because my energy, I feel restricted in that chair. You know. So if we were to go live action, oh hell, she'd be a lot funnier when she gets
exactly.
I just got up like a
It would be hilarious.
And you got to remember, you know, we're taking from the page and putting it to the cartoon. Taking from the page. So what you're reading there, you know, you can't just read it mildly. You got to go, you know, if you're turning the curb, like, you know, Bruce is, the way he directs, or Ralph directs, you know, you're coming around the curb and you're coming around real hard while you're saying that. You know, because I'll say it one way, you know, I don't think we can take this turn. Go, no, you're going fast. I don't think we can take this turn now. I don't think we can, you know. So it's a whole, I be going, don't I?
You do.
It's phenomenal. That's why I miss working with you. You really, you kept, I think we worked well together by grounding each other. And, you know, you brought me up. I kind of, you know, but as I'm watching this new season, you are phenomenal. Everything is just going as, you know, God intended.
And she is Trudy. I mean, when she come along, you know, she's got this thing. We really got a rhythm. You know, us three have a good rhythm because of Sugar Mama. You know, it always ends with her busting me in my head.
Yes.
You know, so I go, Sugar Mama, go! You know, it always.
But she left her death. It was with love, though.
Yeah.
Let somebody mess with Oscar and see how crazy Sugar Mama really is.
That's right. That's
Got
right.
my skinny little boy.
Only she can mess with Oscar.
Yeah.
So how much they allow y'all to improvise?
A lot.
Because you say I just get to go.
I like, I kind of they get mad at me sometimes. They be like, Tommy, that wasn't on the page. You know,
they'll use it.
But they'll use it. Next thing you know, they'll use it. You know, but that's the good thing about.
And that's when you go.
Yeah, right.
That's when you don't say nothing.
Right.
That's the magic. That's
told y'all.
And that's how much we know.
That's the
these
magic
characters.
of the creativity of Bruce and Ralph also.
Oh.
That they will allow us to free up and just say it the way it comes out.
Yeah.
Sometimes I read it and it'll automatically come out a different way. I saw it, but I didn't see it. And it came out and it's, put that down. Give me 3 more of that. Run that, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
And,
they just let you go.
it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
So listening to this process sounds to me like when I saw the documentary of how the Funk Brothers in Motown, how they literally put together a song. Or in the movie Respect, where Aretha was like, yeah, play that. Okay. Come in with that. I mean, so it's just this whole this whole mix of pulling it all together.
Yeah, and then what happens also is they'll show us the cartoon too. They show us the animation. So sometimes we have to go in just for sessions, just to match the stuff.
That's right.
Yes.
Because they said
Just
what
to get
Tommy
it-
said,
yeah.
right. They said Tommy said this like this. Listen to the way Tommy said this. And that. Oh, okay then, you know, and that jumping.
Yeah, it's like
comes magic.
arithmetic in a way.
And the process of animation takes like 6 months to do each episode because we used to like send them out to Japan, but now there are so many animators in the world, we can do it locally, but it still takes it takes 6 months for each half hour.
It's work. It's work.
When we started out, though, I think it was like 5 different countries that were doing animation.
Yes.
Wow.
And they sent it in.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's definitely work.
Well, looking forward to it. Glad to see all 3 of y'all. Keep doing your thing, and
you keep doing your thing.
certainly, you know, hey, we just keep it real, keep it black.
We just love you. We just love you.
Can we go Sugar Mama and Trudy real quick? Just do something.
Y'all go ahead.
Oscar, you better leave me alone now. You know I ain't the one to be playing with.
Well, I told you 3 times she cannot go out with that skirt. Now, if I catch her with that skirt, she gonna be hurt.
Leave that girl alone.
Thank you, Sugar Mama.
I'm just saying. You see how it just?
Oh yeah.
You see? It tells its own story, man.
All right, Paula got her Harlem Night Sunshine. Thank you. I wouldn't want to pick up on that.
That's our Paula.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one. I'm just saying. All right, folks, I appreciate it. Always
Thank
good
you so
seeing y'all.
much, Robert. Much love
All
to you,
right,
sweetheart.
thanks a bunch. Appreciate it.
Hold on, you didn't say one thing about politics.
Isn't
Y'all show.
Are you okay?
That's what I'm talking about.
Great. It's y'all show.
Okay.
We're kind of political. We were the first African American.
Don't you start it. Don't you.
Okay, sorry.
Don't.
Sorry, HU in the house.
Oh, there she goes.
All right, y'all. So here's the deal. Now, y'all know, typically after we do these interviews, we then do drops with different people. Now, Peyton knocked us out. Of course, everybody knocked theirs out. Tommy had a couple of issues doing his drops. Let's just say I was late going to an event because Tommy wasn't done. So, y'all, just go ahead and roll it.
You can let it rip. I let Marlon Wayans let it rip.
Oh yeah.
So just
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, I am Tommy Davidson. I play Oscar on Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. I don't play Sammy, but I could. Or I don't play Obama, but I could. I don't do Stallone, but I could do all that. And I am here with Roland Martin on Unfiltered, on the all-black, yeah.
All right, we're gonna do.
What's that last one?
No, we're gonna keep that one on.
All
So
right.
the next one, do all that. You can drop roll on.
Okay.
Say on the Black Star Network.
Starting that. Okay.
But we're gonna use that one anyway.
Okay. Hi, I'm Tommy Davidson. I play Oscar Proud on the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder on Disney Plus, and I'm here with Roland Martin on Unfiltered on the Black Star Network.
Okay, we're gonna do it again. Drop Unfiltered. Just drop Roland Martin. Just say the Black Star Network.
Did I mess it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got me out of it. I'm running
Okay.
some other Black Star
Okay, the Black Star.
shows.
Okay. On the Black Star Network.
That's it. You can say everything else you want. You say whatever you want to say.
Can I do it this way? On the Black Star Network.
That's fine. It's your drop. Let's go. It's your drop. Do it while you want to do it. Go ahead. Right here.
It's me?
Yes.
Again? What are we doing?
No, drop Roland Martin, drop Unfiltered.
Okay.
And you want to end that
On the
with
Black Star, yeah.
That's fine. Go ahead.
On the Black Star Network.
You got Sam
The whole thing?
You got Sam Tommy Davidson.
And then do that? Oh, I don't know. Okay. Hi, I'm Tommy Davis, and I play Oscar Proud on the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder on Disney+. I'm here with Roland Martin on Unfiltered on the Black Star Network. Did I do it again?
Drop Roland Martin. Drop him.
Just say
the Black Star Network.
Okay.
Because I'm running this on the
Okay.
show.
Well, I did it. Okay.
Yeah, Proud, you keep all that. Just take me out.
Okay. Hi, I'm Tommy Davis, and I play the voice of Oscar Proud on the Proud Family on Disney+. And what's it? Damn it! Okay, so
the Black Star Network.
Okay, that's it.
That's
okay.
You're
watching. Okay.
That's it.
I can do. I might have to go a little gumble on this. All right, ready? Hi, I'm Tommy Davis, and I play Oscar Proud on the Proud Family on Disney+. And the Black. One more time. Ready?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Tommy Davis, and I play the voice of Oscar Proud on Disney+. Check that out on the Black Star Network. What?
No. Your show's on Disney+. Okay. Your show ain't on the Black Star Network.
Okay. So give it to me one more time.
Say, Tommy Davidson, you're on the show. You're watching.
You're watching. Okay. You're right. Okay.
But Ralph is like.
Right.
Okay, let's go.
Hi, I'm Tommy Davis, and I play Oscar Proud on the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder on the Black Star Network.
No.
What the fuck?
No, your show is on Disney+.
On Disney+.
No, just.
And you're watching. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hi, I'm Tommy Davis, and I play Oscar Proud on the Proud Family on Disney+. And you're watching the Black Star Network.
There you go. Now, Paul, let's get Paul.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm moving. I'm going to lunch.
Take your mic out.
Ooh, Lord,
Matter of fact, let's do this here.
Take this one too, baby.
Stand up. Right there.
See, y'all, I told y'all, I mean, it took him forever. By time. All right, y'all, we come back. We're going to talk about the importance of mental health right here with our Essence 2022 recap. I don't know if we can top that one. You're watching the Black Star Network as we present the Essence 2022, Essence Fest 2022 recap, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Back in a moment.
Hold fast to dreams. For if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams. For when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow.
Lots of oranges, half the sugar, 1,000% delicious. That's simple math. Say yes to simple. Made the simple way. With real lemon juice, 75% less sugar, and Say yes to simple.
Hi, I'm Tommy Davidson. I play Oscar Proud on The Proud Family on Disney+, and you're watching the Black Star Network.
Coca-Cola sponsored the Essence Wellness Center at the Essence Fest in New Orleans. And Faith Daniels sat down with Mayuma McKinley and talked about how critically important it is to pay attention to your mental health. Here's their conversation.
Hello, everyone. My name is Faith Daniels, and we are here at Essence 2022. And you know it's lit, and I am here with
Mayumi McKinley, licensed mental health therapist.
Okay, period. So it's been 2 years since Essence has actually been here. How does it feel to be back?
I'm excited. I'm originally from Louisiana, so this is my first time back here during a major event since about a month ago. And so I'm excited to see the many people. I'm excited to see the performances. I'm excited about all of the panels. We have some really, really great people that I've seen at the convention center. They're on lineup, so I'm excited just to learn and grow and meet people.
So is there anybody at the concerts that you're excited to see? Because last night, Nicki Minaj performed, Wyclef, Lauryn Hill came out, Nas. Is there anybody that you're excited to see?
Well, I do like Summer Walker. I know me and you were talking about her.
Yes.
I love her. I think she's really talented. But also Janet Jackson. I've never seen Janet Jackson perform in person, so I'm really excited about that.
Yes, I am too. I love Summer Walker. Of course, I'm from Atlanta, so, you know, I have to represent the Georgia Peaches. So you are a mental health therapist. And Yesterday I attended Black Women's Roundtable. And one thing that they were talking about was mental health as well as the overturn of Roe versus Wade.
Yes.
So what was your initial feeling about that?
Devastation. I had many of my clients come to mind that I've worked with over the years, those who have been victims of sexual abuse, those who are struggling with depression, those who are struggling with the grief and loss because they've had abortions themselves, those who are, right now, even in my practice, after that happened, I had clinicians call me like, Mayumi, what are we gonna do about this? This was the one thing, my client was barely hanging on. This is the one thing that kind of took them over. I was very devastated and really concerned about the impact on mental health as a whole.
As Black women, I feel like, you know, ultimately some of the laws that they're putting in place is more of like a target on our community. So my question is, how will we as Black women be able to help each other in this point in time?
Well, you know, I'm a therapist, so the first thing I'm gonna say is heal. Heal, and just really taking time to have these type of conversations, talking to one another, really being honest with how we feel about what's happening, because it's bringing up a lot for a lot of people, right? Those who have had previous abortions, those who have had medical challenges when they were giving birth, those who have lost babies and children. And so it's really important that we start having these conversations and we start paying attention to our mental health. As Black women, we're strong. You keep pushing. You don't have time, you know, especially in these busy times where things are happening. You know, we had COVID, then we had Black Lives Matter. People are losing jobs. People are trying to stay financially stable. There are so many stressors, so I think it's important that we take the time to really check in with ourselves. So that would be my answer, making sure that we have the conversations, continue to check in with ourselves so that we can get the support and assistance that we need.
What would you like to see from the government happen in terms of mental health? I feel like, you know, they're putting out these laws, but they're not giving enough resources to help the people that they're ultimately affecting.
I haven't heard anything about resources. I haven't heard anything about we're going to make mental health more accessible. I haven't heard anything about we're going to, you know, make sure we pour funding into mental health programs. Not saying it isn't there, but I definitely haven't heard anything. So I would encourage that. Make it easily accessible. Make it affordable, you know, making sure that there aren't limitations when people do utilize their insurance. So I would want them to pay attention to that, because this is going to have a detrimental domino effect on mental health. I kid you not.
Yes, ma'am. So as a therapist, you know, you're helping others manage their mental health. How are you able to manage yours during unprecedented times, such as COVID and a new abortion law going on?
Checking in with myself, making sure that I call on my friends, my colleagues for support, just to talk it out, but making sure that I'm not holding it on the inside, and really being honest with myself. Therapists get stressful too. Like, we're human. We're human beings. I can have family members say, but you're a therapist. Yes, and I have the coping skills. I know them, but I'm human, and it gets to me as well. So I've had to make sure that I check in with my colleagues, that I have my family members, my partner, everyone that I talk to, so that I'm making sure that I'm being honest with myself and processing how I feel. People lose sight of how important that is.
Yes, ma'am. What is your why? You know, like, everybody decides what they want to do with a career, but also to, like, help people and to help them get through things. What is your why for that?
Healing. Just watching family members struggle with mental health diagnosis, seeing the impact that Roe versus Wade or other instrumental Black Lives Matter, losing police brutality, people grief and loss, all of these things, just watching how it's had such a negative impact on people's lives and relationships, romantic, friendships, job opportunities. So my why is because I want to see people be the best version of themselves. I want people to be emotionally healthy, because physical health we pay attention to all the time. right? Your stomach hurt, you break your leg, you go. But our mental health is our brain. We forget the brain is an organ. And I think that's the main thing. When our stomach hurts, we have a cut, we run to the doctor. Or, you know, for some of our black men out there, they wait until it's at the very end, or somebody forces them to go to the doctor. But we take care of it. But when it comes to our mental health, that's our brain, the most important aspect of all being, and we forget that it's an organ because we can't see it.
So in terms of your demographics for people that come to you for, you know, help, what would you say is more women or men that come to you?
On my caseload right now, I have more women, but I will say there has been an increase in men seeking treatment and also an increase in people of color seeking treatment. So I'm really excited to see that shift happening.
So what do you feel like the disconnect has been from maybe 10 years ago, African Americans reaching out for help, or more so men reaching out for help? What would you say?
A couple of different things. I know a lot of people from a religious standpoint felt like talking to a therapist and somehow they're not believing in God. And I think there's been a lot of pastors, a lot of religious folk who have came and kind of started breaking that stigma that you can have, you know, praise God, trust God, and also have a therapist as well. And this was displayed by one of my young clients. It was so hilarious to me. Her dad, she was telling me that her dad was like, why are you going to therapy? You need to just pray more. We go to church. What's wrong with you? And she said, well, Dad, God made therapists. And I was like, touche. You know, he couldn't say anything after that. So just really, I think religion has played a role in being more open. You have more people in the clergy talking about it. Secondly, there have been a lot of celebrities coming out. We know celebrities influence culture. So a lot of celebrities coming out, talking about their own mental health diagnosis, the struggle, normalizing therapy. So I think that's also caused a shift as well.
So whenever you were younger, was mental health big in your home, or is it just something that you grew to? Okay. Okay.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It wasn't. I'm not going to say parents didn't care, but we do the best that we can. And, you know, church was really important in my family. So definitely instilling values. Talking about your business to other people wasn't really encouraged. You know, what happens in the house stays in the house, and some unspoken rules. Yes. So my desire came from me being curious, just as, why do people act that way? Or if somebody hurt my feelings, or my first heartbreak, I'm like, Mom, why did he do this to me? You know, I really wanted to understand why. And so it led into me exploring psychology more. I love CSI and all those forensic psychology type shows, and I actually thought I was going to be a radiologist. It was actually the opposite. And then I took science, and I went to Xavier.
Period.
Went to Xavier, and I took, and I was like, ooh, this is not like high school. This is not like high school science. And so I took a psychology class and totally changed things for me. And I was like, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is my gift. And everything has been opened up opportunities for me since then.
So whenever you were on campus, did they have like a counseling center? Was it open? Did you go?
If they did, I want to say they did. Did I go? No, it was not something that I remember being promoted. Not saying that they didn't, but it just wasn't. It wasn't prominent. We had a psychology club. We had a whole psychology department. Everyone was there. It was very supportive, but I think at that time I was more interested in learning about the whys, like understanding behavior, understanding how diagnoses and trauma and alcoholism and all of these things that I had experienced in my family and extended family, why? So I think I was more focused there. It wasn't until after I left and relocated that I was like, okay, let's look at this therapy thing. Let's look at what this looks like when you're in a room with a person.
Do you feel that representation matters in the mental health world of people who are being open about it or having black female therapists?
I think it's ultimately important because people go to people and search for people who look like them, whatever it is. And so it is really important. I will say it's not the only thing that matters. There are some really great clinicians out there who are not of color. Of course, there are going to be cultural differences, but it doesn't mean that you can't get help. But definitely having representation is important.
So what is your advice to anybody that might be struggling right now, that needs to talk to somebody? What is your advice to them?
Talk. Don't give up. People think they go to one therapist, and if it's a horrible experience or they feel like they didn't connect, sometimes they give up or they say, I don't want to go through it. Finding the right therapist is essential. Sometimes it takes time. So give it at least 2 or 3 sessions. Like, you know, the first session, you're kind of nervous. Give it at least 2 or 3 sessions. And if you don't feel it's a good fit, don't hesitate to tell that therapist. Just because we're a therapist doesn't mean we know everything. I ask my clients all the time, how are you feeling about this session? Is there anything happening that you feel uncomfortable with? And checking in. But if there's no connection, don't hesitate to try somewhere else. And there are wonderful platforms like Therapy for Black Girls. You can always check with your insurance if you have it to help you navigate and find the person that's right for you.
What is your end goal? Not even just for the Essence Festival where you're at your panel, but ultimately, like, for your journey, what's your end goal with being a mental health therapist?
To get as many people as I can on their journey to healing. to get as many people as I can to understand that mental health is important, to get as many people to understand that feelings do not disappear. They have to go somewhere. So whether you are stuffing them, not recognizing them, they will be displayed usually in our romantic relationships, in how we interact with our children, the types of friends, the types of people we keep around, those repeated patterns. They don't disappear. So you can choose how those feelings and the things come out by going to therapy and directly talking about it, or you can leave it up to your own devices, but they're going to go out. Feelings don't disappear.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed talking to you. I want you to leave your Instagram handle so everybody can get in contact with you. If they need services, they'll be able to reach you. So which camera are we looking at? This one?
Yes, this one. So you can find me at my website, which is www.mayumemckinley.com. I know my name is so complicated. M-I-Y-U-M-E. Or you can find me on Instagram, which is at epiphany_Mayumi.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
All right, folks, we come back. Chloe Bailey, Ryan Destiny, Justine Scott talk about their initiative when it comes to empowering girls. You're watching the Black Star Network, our Essence 2022 recap, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Back in a moment.
Hold fast to dreams. For if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams. For when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow.
Lots of oranges, half the sugar, 1,000% delicious. That's simple math. Say yes to simple. Made the simple way. With real lemon juice, 75% less sugar, and Say yes to simple.
Hey everybody, it's me, your girl Sherry Shepherd, and you're watching Black Star Network.
Network's 2022 recap of Essence Festival, sponsored by Coca-Cola. All right, there was a panel that took place featuring Chloe Bailey, Ryan Destiny, and Justine Scott, talking about the initiative dealing with young girls. Our cameras were there to capture it. Here is some of that conversation.
I love that. I want to talk about social media a little bit, because when you said that, I had a recent conversation about blocking people and how hurtful it can be to block people. And I feel like a lot of times people are quick to do something like that, even with a minor offense, because like you said, you might take a small thing and make it big. But I want to flip it. How has social media helped you maintain relationships? Chloe?
Well, I'm with the blocking. I'm with muting, blocking, all of it.
Yeah, I love blocking people.
A block party is,
I think it's really important to learn to create boundaries for yourself, because at the end of the day, mental health is real, and it's very important to put yourself first, and that's a part of self-care, by creating healthy boundaries with people you know may or may not be good for you. So I definitely think, I know some people be like blocking's petty or whatnot, but it's really healthy, honestly. And when it comes to social media, it's like a love and hate relationship, because honestly, us ladies, we would not be up here talking with all of you if it wasn't for social media. It's our way we've been able to connect with you guys throughout the pandemic, and because of you all rocking with us for so long through social media, that's why we're here. So it's like, I love it because I'm able to connect with you guys, see you all face to face, and share and feel the love that way. So that constantly overrides any negativity that may come with it. And of course, sometimes you do see those comments or those things, especially Twitter. It's like you see comments right in front front of your face. Instagram, you got to tap on a picture to look at it. Same with TikTok, but Twitter, it's like right in front of your face. But I think as long as with anything in life, you focus on the positive and don't let that one little negative thing kind of get to you, you'll be fine. But it is hard. We're human. It's hard. It's tough, especially now. Like, we're constantly comparing ourselves to one another. It's like the world teaches you there can only be one great thing of that. And that's not true. We all can shine in our own light and our own power. And I think that's why it's so important to have sisterhood, so that you can shine exactly the way you're meant to. I can shine, you can shine, you can shine. And God made us completely different. So we all have room to grow and to be.
Yes. I'm here for the growth, but I'm also here for the block party. So Justine, what is something that would get you blocked?
Tell it all.
Sorry, guys.
You don't gotta give us too much tea, just a little tea.
Yeah, she's right. No. Blocked? Honestly, all right, so if I actually know you, it takes a lot more for you to get blocked. Also, because I think I'm a little petty myself too. It's like, wait, I want you to see this. Like, you're about to see me. Like, there's no reason to block you. But if I don't know you and you're just like a troll on the internet, it could be the smallest thing. And I'm just like, block. Because like, you decide to be petty, and if I saw it, then I'm just like, all right, boom. Then you'd be like, wait, what did I do? And sometimes I'll see people be like, wait, why did you block me? And it's like, I honestly don't remember, obviously, but like, you probably said something that made me want to block. You said something crazy. Slightly.
So talk nice in Justine's comments, everybody.
It's just like, the reason why is because people don't understand. Like, yes, we are people that are in the limelight, but we have emotions too. So if you can get on the internet and like, you don't know what it feels like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know and Twitter can be funny until you're the one being like attacked, you know? I say that all the time, like, oh my God, haha, that's so funny. And then once people are like, the energy is directed towards you, you're like, oh, it's not funny anymore, actually. Yeah. So I've even taken my approach back to thinking that certain things are funny online, because I myself, I'm sure like all of us on this stage have been in that position where we're just like, it's not funny anymore. Like, people they just keep going. They just keep going. Like, they wake up and they keep going, and it's just like, no one's gonna stop. It was funny like maybe the first 3 times, and now it just keeps going, and it's just like, all right, well now, in order to keep my sanity, like, I don't wanna see that anymore, so let me block that out of my way. Because it's unnecessary. It actually is unnecessary.
I love that. Please don't get blocked. To keep you from being blocked, though, I want to hear about love languages, but in friendships. What's your friendship love language, Ryan?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. I think, I don't know, maybe acts of service. Like, I love helping people, like when I can, you know, and offering that help. I think words of affirmation, really big one for friendships. You know, it's like, it's such a simple thing to like send a text to encourage your friends, and I think we should just all do it more often, you know? It doesn't take too much, and just those words mean so much at the same time. So I think words of affirmation is probably the top one for me, I think. Now that you ask.
I think for me, it would have to be acts of service and physical touch. I'm such a hugger. I don't know, I'm like such a cling bear, and it's like, I'm like, yes, love, love. And, you know, something I'm learning to do actively is like with the words of affirmation, because I think when we get caught up in ourselves and in our lives, it's like, yes, I'm so busy, but we also can't forget to reach out to our loved ones. And so that's something I'm actively working on, because it's like, I want people to reach out to me and say, hey, how you doing? And it's like, it's also, you both have to meet in the middle. So that's something that I'm learning as I'm getting older when it comes to friendships and relationships and love and family, that, you know, it goes both ways as well.
Justine?
I would have to agree with both of you guys. Words of affirmation are certainly something that gets me. I like to reach out to my friends, even if you just think about it, like just send them a message, be like, how are you doing? Or love you, or you're doing amazing, or I love that performance that you did, or just, you know, it's just, you don't know when someone needs to hear it. And I'm sure you've heard that before. Like, you don't know what anyone's going through, even your friends, the people that you think you're the closest to, like, they may be having a down moment. I know sometimes I can, so whenever my friends reach out to me randomly, it just makes my day.
even if it's not just my friends, even if it's you guys, like seeing those messages that you send, I'm sure make our day. The videos, just whatever it is, the TikToks, like it definitely helps. So don't think anything goes in vain.
All right, folks, that is it. If you want to see that full panel, simply go to the Black Star Network app where we actually live stream the full conversation. You can check that out. Friday, we are going to have our final recap show. Crazy, wild conversation with my man, Gutzler. Y'all don't want to miss that. Also, y'all know I ain't afraid to sit here and be with the people, and so a lot of selfies, a lot of dancing that took place at Essence Fest. We'll show you that as well. In addition to, we'll show you a conversation with Pastor, let me get it right here, Cindy Trim. So that's going to take place on Friday. Don't forget to please check us out. Download the Black Star Network app on all platforms: Apple phone, Android phone, Apple TV, Android TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Xbox One, and Samsung Smart TV. That is it. We want to thank Coca-Cola for partnering with us to not only live stream and cover events down in New Orleans for the 2022 Essence Festival, but also partnering with us to provide for you all of the things that we covered and brought to you in these special recap shows. Thank you so very much, folks. I shall see you tomorrow right here on the Black Star Network. Holla!
Hold fast to dreams. For if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams. For when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow.
Lots of oranges, half the sugar, 1,000% delicious. That's simple math. Say yes to simple. Made the simple way. With real lemon juice, 75% less sugar, and Say yes to simple.